Hey, y'all ain't subscribed yet? Man, like, share, subscribe. Hit that like button right now.
No, we're going to read it out the Bible. Okay, here's another curse, because you think that white man is Jesus, right?
Nah, I seen this. I mean, I know Jesus is Nazareth.
Okay, we're going to just prove it to you, okay? Real quick. Because that's what they brought when they came over here. They said we had to worship the white man. We couldn't call ourselves Jews anymore. We are the real Jews.
That's right.
You understand that? Give me Maccabees. I'm going to show you that real quick. So once they came and did all that, right, they put us in slavery, right? Captivity. All right? Here's what happened once we went into captivity. First Maccabees 6.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days.
Now we couldn't keep the Sabbath day because the Sabbath day is in the Bible. They changed everything. They say now Sunday is the Sabbath day.
Bring it out.
What's the first day of the week?
Bring it out.
Huh? No. Pull out your phone. Sunday.
That's right.
Sunday.
Oh, that's when it starts.
That's the first day of the week.
Right.
Right? In biblical times, they went by the first day, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh.
Right.
Saturday would be what day? The seventh day, which is the Sabbath day.
That's right.
All right? Now, we couldn't keep the Sabbath day because the Sabbath day is a law, right? Let's prove that. Hold that. Go to Exodus 20 and 8. Let me show you something about the Sabbath. Read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
The Lord told us to remember the Sabbath day. But guess what? They teach Sunday, which is the first day.
Right.
They teach us to break the Lord's commandments. Read.
To keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
6 days, which would be the first day through the sixth day. Read.
But the seventh day.
The what?
The seventh day.
What day is the Sabbath? Saturday, read.
Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
You hear that? The Sabbath day is the Lord's day. Go back to 2 Maccabees. Check this out. Because remember, they came over here, they conquered and colonized us.
Right.
All right? And who did that? The enemy. Read.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 6 and verse 6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days.
Now we couldn't keep the Sabbath day once they colonized us. Read.
Or ancient feasts.
Now we couldn't keep our feast days. We have feast days.
That's right.
We have Passover. All right. We have Purim, different feast days. Guess what Guess what they gave us? Christmas now. They said, we're gonna put these chains on you, you're gonna worship, you're gonna celebrate Christmas. You're gonna say the white man again. Matter of fact, you're gonna buy your kids these gifts, and you're gonna say the white man gave it to them. Matter of fact, you're gonna say he came down a chimney and gave it to him. You ain't gonna even give your father or your mother the credit. You're gonna give your credit to who? The white man, which is the enemy. All right? That's what I'm saying. That's what you're doing. Let's keep reading.
Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Now you can't say you're a Jew. Guess what you gotta say? I'm an African American. What else you gotta say? I'm a Mexican.
Right.
What else? I'm a Indian.
Right.
I'm all these names which don't make no sense. What do these names mean? Nothing.
Right.
I'm a Puerto Rican, rich port.
Right.
I'm a Cuban.
Right.
I'm a Dominican.
Right.
All these names. We are the same people. They did this to all of us.
Right.
We couldn't confess ourselves to be a Jew.
Right.
And in the day of the king's birth, every month, they were brought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifices. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus, carrying ivy. Moreover, there went out a decree to the neighboring cities of the heathen, by the suggestion of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices.
Now you gotta observe whatever the same fashions that your enemy do. Right? So they celebrate what? 4th of July, you doing it.
Right.
They say homosexuality is good. Guess what you say? It's good.
Right.
They say your daughter can have a sex change at what? At 10, you say, oh, you can do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They say a woman can be a woman. You say, oh, you can do it. You ain't against nothing.
Right.
You ain't against nothing. They took the chains off of us. Now we're what? Mentally destroyed.
That's right.
Okay, we're serving our enemies.
Right.
Okay, now we're serving our enemies. That's what you got to understand. Okay, let's go. All right, let's finish that up.
And whoso would not conform themselves to the manner of the Gentiles.
So, if you did not do everything they say, right? If you didn't say, oh, I'm a colored,
Right.
I'm a nigga,
Right.
I'm a Mexican, I'm a whatever. If you didn't say that, what was gonna happen to you? Anybody could. If you didn't say I'm a Baptist, you know I believe in the white Santa Claus, I believe in the white Jesus. You ain't say that. If you didn't say it, what you think they did to you? You know. Oh, read.
Should be put to death.
What?
Should be put to death.
So now that's why we all walking around here thinking that man Jesus. We walk around here hating ourselves. We walk around here believing in all these different religions. The Bible is not a religious book. It's our history book.
That's right.
It tells who we are, where we come from, you know, how we get here in the situation we in.
Right.
Because we broke the Lord's commandment.
Right.
All right, now once they conquered us, jump to verse 64. Here's what they did. Now I'm going to get to that Christianity you talked about. All right, they conquered us, right? Check this out.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other.
Now they say we're gonna sell you to him over here. We're gonna scatter you to all four corners. All right? Believe it or not, there's a black, Hispanic, and Native American man all the way in Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
Guess what he doing? Being a servant. There's a black, Hispanic, and Native American man all the way in China.
Right.
Guess what? He's serving. Everywhere you go, you serving, and guess what else you doing? Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Here's your question about Christianity. Once we got to these places, we shall what?
Serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Our forefathers didn't know white man as God. He didn't know Christianity.
Right.
Because when you think of Christianity today, white man.
Right.
When you think of Christianity today, Christmas, white Santa Claus.
Right.
All right. When you think of Christianity today, Halloween.
Right.
When you think of Christianity today, Thanksgiving.
Right.
Mother's Day.
Right.
Valentine's Day. All these things that's not in the Bible, but guess what? There are the fashions that you have to observe of your enemy.
Right.
Read.
Even wood and stone.
That wood represents the cross. The stone represents Islam.
That's right.
Read.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
We ain't got no rest. They putting us in detention centers. All right, prison houses.
Right.
No rest. Police stopping us. When police stopped you today, you ain't gonna be comfortable.
Right.
You ain't gonna be comfortable. You gonna think something gonna happen. All right. Is there more?
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
We got a trembling heart, right? Meaning we fearful. Read.
And a failing of eyes, and sorrow.
A failing of eyes. We see all the stuff going around us, all the stuff that's happening to our brothers and sisters, but we can't do nothing about it.
That's right.
Read.
And sorrow of mind.
Now we got sorrow of mind.
IUIC TV, where we are recreating the narrative for the black family. As the Bible says, where there's no vision, the people perish. The media have been vehicles that have conveyed destructive images of God's children, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Not only are we in the streets, but we are on the airwaves and networks, compelling our people to come back to their heritage. Tune in to IUIC TV.
What is nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.